Hey family, thanks so much for joining me. So I just wanted to talk with you a little bit about my experience on the carnivore journey. And eating mostly carnivore, I would say, because I've been eating a few other things lately. I'm excited to finish up my experimenting phase and then get back to you with some more intel, I would say. Um, but I have been eating carnivore for more than a year, and um, I think the most that I had, besides all things like animal products, was some stevia. Um, and so I hadn't really tried anything else. And let me just tell you, and I can say, a little bit early in this process, because like I said, once I finish up my experimenting phase, I'm going to report on some more stuff because I know I'll probably be even more clear on how things are affecting me, especially me. And now I'll always put a disclaimer on things and say, you have to talk to your qualified medical professional about any of this stuff, because it may be it just depends. It may be something that you are um experiencing that's totally different from me. um and there's a lot of background and things like that that are very different. Those things are different. And so I don't want to say, yeah, this is across the board true for everyone, but I would say, in my experience, I could just tell you about my experience and the experience of some people that I know as well. So, one thing that I would say, if I'm giving all the information away, you need to pay attention to your body, what you're eating. Once you eat something, how is it responding? Like, are you coughing? Are you sneezing? Are you sniffling? You got to blow your nose. Because if you are, then that means that maybe you're having like a tiny allergic reaction to it, and you don't notice it because your body will just, use the fat that's in your body to just move it out. And that's why you have little, cough or mucus or whatever, running nose, and that's it. It runs it out, and it's okay. Um, but you could be having an allergic reaction to some of the food that you're eating. If you got to blow your nose, you got to cough, you got to sneeze, whatever it is after you eat something, pay attention to it. Because even though it's not like hives, it's not like your throat closing or your eyes closing or being itchy, it could be an allergic reaction, even though it could be small. So some people say, well, my kids, allergic to this, that fish, shellfish, whatever, nuts, seeds, could be, they got to be gluten free, whatever it is. They could have allergic reactions to stuff, and it could be like their eyes running, their nose running, coughing, sneezing, throat closing. Um, it just depends on what it is, but just be mindful that these things can be allergic reaction to things. Also, it could be your hands, your feet are peeling. It could be like your scalp is itching. It could be a lot of different things, and you're reacting and you are not paying attention to it. So you got to be watchful. Um, and I'm not saying be hyper vigilant. What I'd encourage you to do is be watchful. Um, because if you notice, I, in my experience, have not heard about a lot of people being allergic to meat, pork, beef, chicken, poultry, whatever, turkey, fish, some fish for sure, but not as much turkey, chicken, beef, pork, not as much those things. I noticed that just trying a few plant products, whether it's fruits or vegetables or whatever, starches, grains, nuts, seeds, whatever, my allergies are acting up from trying those after, like I said, I've been, living the carnivore lifestyle. probably a funny way to say it, but I've been living the carnivore lifestyle for more than a year. And I go back and to try a few plant products, my body is like, no, I don't know what you're trying to do. But it is not liking the return to anything that is not that's not meat or animal products or something. Now cheese, eggs, all that stuff is fine. I really don't eat butter, but a lot of people do, I know. I haven't seen any raw butter anywhere, and so I know that it's pasteurized, it's cooked out, bleached out, dead. I don't want that in my body. So I try to get stuff that I think is healthy for me. Now some people would say, well, anything that is man-made is not really healthy. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, it, I really am not going to argue. But what I'm saying is trying plant products after trying or after eating carnivore for so long is just, has been a pretty bad experience. And there are a lot of allergic reactions that I had from stuff, from eating plant products. And I know because I haven't introduced anything else into what I was eating. It's except that stuff. And that's what happened to me. So, what I would say is just being mindful for you of what you're putting in your body, how you're reacting to it. And you might not have been watching that closely, but if you start watching, I think you will start seeing the difference for yourself. And then you'll know, okay, well, this is different because when I was eating all carnivore, type foods, I wasn't having any reactions. I wasn't having any problems. Oh no. I started having problems when I started introducing some plants. So what I'm saying is once I get through my experimental phase, I'm not really planning on going back to eating plant stuff. So once I get through and then do my detoxing, unless it is, like I tried, what it was cheesecake and the sweetener was stevia. It's organic, it's an herb, but I wasn't having it all that often. And I noticed that there are so many different ways that these plants were affecting me. And it's a lot, but just having reactions, like I said, whether it's coughing, sneezing, itchy, things like that. And I'm saying I haven't been having anything like that for more than a year. And then when I introduced these things, then that's when, they came. It's just important for us to take care of our bodies, and to know the signs that they're giving us when something is wrong. All right. And to make the necessary changes that we need to make so that we can be okay and feel better, and really live the lives that we're intended to live. All right, so I'm going to bring you another video soon about this. Thank you so much for joining me, family. Looking forward to bringing you another video about this carnivore lifestyle. But just know, when I try to make the switch back to adding a few plant products into my life, into my diet, it was not good. And so I'm planning on going back 100% and staying there. I want to thank you for joining me on this journey in general, and for this video in particular. Looking forward to talking with you again soon. Thank you, family. Love you. See y'all next time. All right. Bye for now.